Hi and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Friday evening. Hope you've had a lovely week. Hope you are enjoying our little Indian summer. It's fantastic to have this heat, so hopefully you're getting an opportunity to get out and enjoy it. Our practice today is really focusing on opening the hips, so hopefully you will enjoy it. As always, throughout the practice, listen to your body and only do what feels right for you today. And don't forget to let us know when you complete a practice. So, let us begin by lying down. Letting the legs come out long. Feet flopping out to the side. As you just take a few moments here to slow down, let go of your day and everything that's going on in your world, and just bring yourself to your mat. Allowing the body to just soften into the mat. Enjoying that feeling of being supported. And then let your attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose, into your belly. Pause, and then exhale through your nose. And taking 3 more breaths like this. And then when you're ready, bending that right knee, hug that knee into your chest. Hugging it in as close to your chest as you can get it. Softening shoulder blades into the mat. As you exhale, just see, can you increase that angle at the hip. And then keeping the leg where it is, release the hands, draw them back behind your head. Holding the leg here. Again, just encouraging it to come in deep. One more breath here. And then reach down towards your foot or your ankle. Holding the leg here, drawing it back as you just roll over onto your side. And if you want, you can just prop yourself up a little bit here, holding that leg back. One more breath here. And then come down onto the front of your body and hold this leg up, away from the floor. Coming once again to the side, Let the leg come out long. You can prop yourself up here onto that forearm and raise the leg up. Let's bring it to the front, touching down. Raising it up, touch it down to the center. Raising it up, bring it back behind you. And again, up to the center. Raising it up as high as you can get it, and bringing it as far forward on the floor as you can get it. So you're really feeling the leg stretch and the hip open, and then drawing it behind. Again, feeling this flexion here, extension here of your right hip. And back to the center. And again, raising it up. Drawing it forward, raising it up, bring it back to the center, and raising it up, drawing it out to the side, behind you. Good. Bringing it back to the center, drawing that foot up onto your thigh. See, can you have that knee facing straight up to the ceiling? So it's like you're in a tree pose, except of course you don't have to balance. One more breath here. And then lowering yourself down onto the mat, hold on to the toes of that foot and come back onto your back, just encouraging that leg to stretch out nice and long. One more breath here. And then let's release that leg down onto the mat, and let's do the same with the left leg. So drawing that left leg up in towards your chest, holding onto it with your hands, holding onto your shin as you encourage that flexion in the hip. Really let your breath help you here, especially if you've got tight hips. You've got the time now in this practice to really let that breath help you to work with the hips a little more. Then keeping the leg where it is, release the hands, draw the arms behind you, keeping that leg drawn in. And reaching down for the ankle or the foot. Let's roll over onto the right side. Drawing the leg back. And let's take it on down onto the front of your body, raising the leg up. And then moving back up to lie on your side. Let me just swing around so I don't have my back to you. So with the left leg, raising it up and bringing it out in front of you, touching down with the toe. Then raising it up again, back to the center. Raising it up, draw it behind you. Really feeling your hip, so let that awareness really go to your hip. So you're very aware of how much movement you can get into that hip, back to the center and to the front. And back to the center. Let's take it behind. To the center. Raising it to the front. Center once more. And finally bringing it back behind you. Good. And then coming back to the center, drawing this foot up onto the thigh, encouraging that knee to look up at the floor. And if you like, you can come all the way down, keeping it like this in your tree pose. Come into like a full tree with the hands over your head. So you're really getting that nice action with the hip. So you've got a nice open hip here. One more breath here. And then reaching down to hold on to the foot of that left leg, raising the leg up here and getting that little stretch in the leg. One more breath here. And then releasing that left leg down, let's just swing around to come into tabletop here. And in your tabletop, hips over knees, feet straight out behind you. Let's stretch the right leg out behind you. Push through the heel of that right leg. One more breath here. And then walk the left foot across in front of you and come to sit down with your right leg stretched out. So your left foot is against that right thigh, sitting up nice and tall. Let the hands come behind you. Just open the chest here, allowing the knee to fall down nice and close to the mat. Flexing that right foot. And one more breath here. And then let's take it in the opposite direction by folding forward here, reaching towards the toes of that right leg. Coming back up to sit, we're going to swing around onto all fours once again, and this time make our way up into a downward dog. Hopefully your legs are quite well stretched at this point, but just give them a little help here to extend out. Pushing the hips back now nice and far. And raise that right leg up. Taking a breath. Then bending the knee, draw that leg forward. Let the right foot come in front of you like this. And we're going to make our way down into an upward pigeon. So hands either side of the knee. One more breath here. And placing the hands down, we're going to make our way back up to our downward dog. Raising that right leg up again. Keeping it up here. And then bend that right knee. One more breath here. And with the right leg, so first of all, look under your right armpit. Let the hips stack on top of each other, and then just let that right foot come on down onto the mat as you swivel on this left leg and draw the right arm back. One more breath. And from here, coming back into your downward dog. And down to your tabletop. Good, let's take that on the other side. So from here in your tabletop, let's step that left leg back, pushing out through the heel, really stretching the leg. One more breath here. And then let's swing this left leg to the front as we come to sit down with our right foot up against that left thigh. Flexing the left foot, draw the hands behind you here, opening up the chest, letting that right knee fall down. And then taking it into a forward fold here, reaching towards that left leg, letting the breath help you to just increase the movement. And then from here, swinging it back to your tabletop. Let's make our way up into downward dog. And reaching that left leg out behind you. Feeling the extra stretch in that right leg as the left leg raises up. And then we're going to step this left leg or bring it forward, crossing the foot in front of you as you make your way down, letting the right leg come behind you. And rise up into your upward pigeon. One more breath here. Bringing the hands down in front of you again. Let's make our way back up to our downward dog. And raise the left leg up. Holding it here, trying to keep it up as high as you can.
Then bending that left knee, looking out under your left armpit. Stacking the hips. And then continuing that journey with the hips. Let that left leg step across the right as you just rotate on that right leg and draw the left hand up. Nice wild child pose. One more breath. Drawing back into your downward dog. And bringing the knees down. Swinging around to come and lie on your mat. Hugging that right knee into the chest. And then let's change legs and hug that left knee in. And hopefully you're finding that you can get that a little deeper now at the end of the practice than you did at the start. Letting the left foot come down, bending that right knee, and then let the soles of both feet come together as those knees just come out to the side. And then when you're ready, let the legs come out long. Turn those palms upwards and allow the body to soften and relax. I hope you enjoyed that little trip around your hips and found it beneficial. Of course, if it worked well for you and your hips are particularly stiff, don't forget you can come back to this practice anytime you want. We'll have it tagged hips, so just put that into your search and you will be able to find this practice again. So for now, just allow yourself to relax. Letting go of your feet and your legs. Letting go of your glutes and pelvis. The whole back of your body and shoulder blades. The front of your body, chest and shoulders. Letting go of your arms and your hands. Your head, face, jaw and chin. The whole of your body, just let it go. and identify a moment of joy that you had in your life today. Any moment, no matter how fleeting. And think about that moment. And let your heart fill with gratitude for it. And then let your attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose, filling your belly, pause, and then exhale. Letting your attention stay on your breath for the next few minutes.